And what about your hat?
The hat. The helmet?
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
It's like cool, right? You like it?
Do you like the hat?
Yeah, I think the hat's pretty sweet.
Then cool.
Then cool. Look at Wyatt Russell and Marvel's Thunderbolts get major buzz and opening in theaters Friday.
This is so good. Join us now at the bar is Wyatt Russell with some good old Lake Hour.
Salute, my friend. Oh, tasty. This is tasty.
Good to be back.
Lot to toast to. What are we drinking right here?
This is Lake Hour. It's the same thing that we had last year when I came here
so good.
for Monarch. Rosemary yuzu. It's a vodka flavor that is tequila based, and it's watermelon cucumber.
I like that.
And people ask me all the time right now. They're like, Doomsday is all I get asked about, which is the next Marvel movie, and it's an Avengers movie. And they're like, what can you tell me about Doomsday? I'm like, I can tell you nothing, but what I can tell you is that Lake Hour is coming out with a T.
With a T,
and
buckle up.
So it's gonna be, we have spiked teas coming out this year, which these are not, but they're
I like a spiked tea.
very good. Raspberry, blackberry, Earl Grey, and a green tea.
Good for you,
How
man.
cool,
Very,
though,
very
to be
good,
in
yeah.
the Marvel Universe. Like, what does that feel like?
It is so cool. You know what's so cool about it is that the people that we got to work with on this movie specifically, they really cared. It wasn't like, oh, we're doing a Marvel movie, like whatever, you know, like fingers crossed, hopefully it's good. It was everyone worked super hard to make it great. You have Florence Pugh, David Harbour, Sebastian Stan, Hannah John Kamen. Lewis Pullman is absolutely genius in this movie. Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Everybody in it is amazing. So we got to make a great Marvel movie, and the reactions that have been coming from the fans that have seen it, you know, there's no actual reviews yet, have been like stellar.
Yeah.
And so,
That's awesome,
yeah, we're really excited.
So a lot of great stuff going on. Marvel movie. Your family got a little bigger since last time we were
little
here.
bigger?
Right? Congrats on that.
Cheers to that.
Hey.
Cheers, double cheers, because now we have two hellions,
yes.
and now it's, you know,
Two boys. Two boys.
And
look at you.
Boone Joseph Russell. And Buddy are, you know, it's the
Boone and
sweetest thing in the
Buddy?
world.
I
Boone
mean,
and
the
Buddy.
children book writes itself.
We were just saying, I was so nervous when the movie was going to start because Meredith was pregnant and we had a baby 2 weeks before the movie started, you know, and so you got like postpartum and all the stuff you have to deal with, and I want to be a good present dad. And it's like, oh, by the way, see you later, I'm going to go do a Marvel movie while you travel across the country with two young children. And it was such a wonderful experience. We shot it in Atlanta. And then the cast was so sweet with Buddy. Buddy would come to set and play like stickball with me and outside the trailer.
Oh, that's great they came.
Yeah, and Florence would play, Florida is her name to
that's
Buddy.
great.
Yeah, he sees her on the billboards and he's like, Florida.
How did Buddy do with the birth of Boone? Because usually it takes him a minute to be like, yeah, this guy's staying.
That's a question that only a mom would ask.
Yeah.
That was not good.
Yeah.
Let's be
I wasn't
honest.
prepared for that. No one told me
Wow.
about that.
That was so gnarly. But he was so used to being just the number one. Yeah, I was like, yeah, we'll deal with it, you know, whatever. It was writhing on the floor, going, I want my normal mommy back. And I was like, oh my God, I've screwed up parenting.
I've ruined his
somehow.
life.
I'll never forget that feeling. As my daughter too. The first time when we brought my son home, he goes, "Wait, is he staying with us?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, he's staying with us."
At first, it was great. It was like, cool, all right. And then like day 3 was when it was like, wait, this is for real.
Yeah.
And he would
It's
pull
going in.
out amazing things where he'd be like, I feel like I'm living in a lion's mouth. And I was like, wow,
That's
poetic.
descriptive. Yeah, exactly. What about your parents? How are they doing as grandparents?
They love it. They're just so great. Like he's at their house
Cutest.
now. He's getting swimming lessons, and Boone is totally different. Of course, every child is completely different from the last, which is a wild thing to watch them create their own personalities. And Boone's just so sweet and so easy, and just like the most wonderful kids. So seeing them with Boone, my mom especially, for whatever reason, they have like a serious connection where he looks at her and sees her and is like, and just beelines.
Goldie as your grandmother just might be the greatest thing of all time. I mean, they are Mr. and
She's
Mrs.
great.
Claus,
I mean,
right? So it's like they are.
Yeah, she's great. Also, Meredith's parents, Nana and Pop-Up, are also
Let's give them a shout out.
the best.
Of course.
Ron and Karen Hagner are
Ron and
two
Karen.
of the most wonderful people from your
From Atlanta?
alma mater.
From Chapel Hill.
And but yeah, like anytime we get to see them, it's just the best. Being with family, there's nothing like it, and we don't get to do it enough, and it's a shame. But yeah, being in Atlanta doing this movie was like a little surrogate family with the guys that we were with. It made it a lot easier. It was very therapeutic for me, and so yeah, it was a blast.
That's
cool.
And you've got yet another movie coming out this next week. Tell us about Broke.
I do. This was done many moons ago, and it was pandemic. Right before the pandemic, we shot in winter, and then the pandemic happened. We all obviously shut down.
Oh,
It's a
with
bronc
Quaid right
riding
there.
movie. Yeah, Dennis Quaid. It's a bronc riding movie about a guy who just can't seem to get off and hang up the spurs, which I found very similar to my career in hockey, which was, a lot of these people. You don't get to see like what happens behind the scenes of semi-professional things.
Yeah.
Reminder to everybody that you're a professional hockey player.
Yes.
And with that ended, you
In
just
another
kind of
life.
threw your hat into acting.
Transitions
Yeah.
are always tough. Yeah.
Yeah, very difficult. And so you don't know what you're going to be or who you're going to be if you don't identify as a bronc rider or as a hockey player or as a baseball player or whatever it is. And it was very fun to be able to work with Dennis and portray a story about people in a place in our country that usually get, in my opinion, paid lip service to, where it's like they're used as a prop, as like, look how normal they are. Or it's used as like there's something villainous about it, or there's something sheeny about it and soapy about it. And this is like, being a rancher, a cowboy, a bronc rider, like it's not happy. Like
No,
it's not
tough.
easy.
It's
hard.
hard.
And so it's a little depressing, but I think at the end of the day, I think it ends up being something that people will relate to as an authentic version of this world.
You're also in a new Steven Spielberg movie. I mean, you're on fire with this. So the acting thing's working out.
Yeah, everything's going well. Knock on wood. You can't say anything about it, obviously, because
Top secret.
Yeah, I'll get shot on sight. But everything you could ever think or anybody's ever said about working with him is exactly that. It's just a magical experience. And Emily Blunt is a wonderful person.
She's awesome. Yeah.
She's awesome. I love working with her. I love hanging around her on set. She's the coolest and a genius actress. And it's just all been I feel very lucky.
Well, a toast to you and to Boone and Buddy.
Yes, thank you.
Boone and Buddy,
Congratulations, buddy.
baby.
Congratulations. You can check out Thunderbolts in theaters this Friday and Broke available on digital on May 5th.
We'll be right back, everybody. This is good.